Thanks for attending my video presentation. I'm Jiayi Yin from Renmin University of China. I'm here to present the fieldwork I've done during May and June 2023 in the Netherlands, titled as Making Home in Floating, Living Experiences and Homemaking Practices of International Students in the Netherlands. The current housing crisis in the Netherlands exerts a multifaceted impact, extending beyond the initial housing-seeking phase to the living experiences of individuals during their tenancy. While existing literature predominantly addresses the challenges international students encounter in securing housing, considering them to be a socially and culturally disadvantaged group at this phase, relatively limited attention has been dedicated to comprehending the post-occupancy experiences of these students in private rental housing. Using ontological security as a key concept, this qualitative research intended to demonstrate the living conditions and homemaking processes of international students in rental housing, which help them to enhance the extent of ontological security. The current research question of the study is, how do international students perceive home in their rental housing, and what homemaking practices they have done to achieve ontological security, which is illustrated from three sub-questions discussing from institutive situations, material conditions, and social configurations. This general framework also constitutes the conceptual framework, interview framework, and coding schemes of this research, promising the coherence of the study. To attain the objectives of the study, Groningen is selected as the site. As a famous student city, conflicts of student housing are especially urgent in Groningen, where over 70% of residents are students. The sampling process is snowballing, with a controlled nationality proportion in order to match the proportion of nationalities of international students in the Netherlands. Meanwhile, the proportion of housing types is considered in the sample selection process as well. Semi-structured interviews were conducted as the primary method of data collection, which is done in respondents' current living environments. 8 international students from 5 different nationalities were selected to share their individual experiences, confrontations, and perceptions concerning the intricate constructs of home and the multifaceted practices associated with homemaking. The collected data was subjected to rigorous analysis through the prism of thematic analysis, the systematic interpretation of which was orchestrated with the software tool Atlas TI. And as for the main outcomes, the study incorporates the concept of ontological security as a fundamental element to explore the emotional and identity stability of international students. By examining the dynamic interplay between the 3 aspects of homemaking processes and the 3 layers of ontological security, this essay unveils the interconnected relationships within the context of the Netherlands. More specifically, it is evident that an adverse cumulative effect on affordability has had a detrimental impact on their financial well-being. Additionally, the ambiguity surrounding lease agreements poses potential risks for their future homemaking practices. And compounded by the scarcity of available space and a perceived sense of temporariness, international students have resorted to creative methods of homemaking to attain ontological security. These methods include adapting existing objects, incorporating ornamental elements into functional furniture, and engaging in negotiations with landlords. It is important to note that while these homemaking practices contribute to a sense of stability, they can also reinforce the transitory nature of the living situation through the presence of temporary objects. Additionally, daily interactions with roommates and potential guests have a notable impact on ontological security, consistent with prior research. Significantly, this study unveils the pivotal role of local communities in facilitating international students' development of a sense of home. Thanks for listening, and you're more than welcome to share your thoughts and discussions. Thank you.